We begin in Beijing, China, at Mr. Han's dojo. Kids are in the middle of their kung fu training. But on the side, there is a boy named Li Fong. He is training quietly, without saying much. After a few minutes, Li Fong's mother walks in. She tells Mr. Han she doesn't want her son to be involved in kung fu. Mr. Han tries to explain the advantages of kung fu to Li Fong, but his mother refuses to listen. She says her firstborn was killed because of fighting in kung fu. She doesn't want to lose another child. Li Fong's mother has a job transfer, she will be working in the USA, in New York. She has to take Li Fong with her, even though he wants to stay in China. They arrive in New York City, and mother and son make a promise. Li Fong will never fight again. He will only focus on his studies. That evening, Li Fong goes out to buy pizza nearby. There, he meets a girl named Mia Lipany. Mia works in her father's pizza shop. Her father, Victor Lipany, was a great boxer in his 30s in this city. Li Fong and Mia connect quickly and become close friends. The next day, Li Fong is walking through the city with Mia. They pass a karate dojo. Inside, Li Fong sees a boy named Conor Day. Conor is the best karate fighter in the city, preparing for a competition called the 5 Boroughs. The winner of this competition will earn $50,000. Conor also happens to be Mia's ex-boyfriend. Conor's friends tell him there's a new boy in the city who is spending time with Mia. Conor becomes angry. Li Fong doesn't care about the dojo, he knows his mother will never let him join. That evening, Li Fong tells his mother that he made a new friend named Mia. His mother is surprised but doesn't say much. The next day, Li Fong and Mia are riding a motorbike, but the bike breaks down. They take the bus instead. On the bus, Conor approaches Mia, but she ignores him. Li tries to speak, but Conor punches him in the face. Later, Mia's father helps treat Li's injured eye. When Li goes home, his mother is angry, thinking he started a fight. Li explains what happened, but she is still upset. At school the following day, Conor attacks Li again. Li remembers his late brother, who once taught him the dragon kick, though Li has never mastered it. He tries to use the dragon kick on Conor, thinking Conor won't know how to block it. But Conor reacts quickly, he blocks the move in midair, and Li falls hard to the ground. Teachers rush in to separate them. That night, Li cannot sleep. He keeps thinking about why he failed. He decides to go near Mia's father's pizza shop. There, he sees trouble. Gang members who had lent money to Victor are now demanding repayment. They attack him. Li steps in, fights off the gang, and makes them run away. Victor is shocked by Li's fighting skills. He asks Li to teach him kung fu so he can enter the fighting competition, win the prize money, and pay back the gang. Li calls his sensei, Mr. Han, asking for permission to train Victor. Mr. Han agrees. Li begins training Victor, and Victor turns out to be a fast learner. Finally, the competition day arrives. Victor fights well, following the rules. But his opponent cheats, breaks the rules, and hits Victor hard on the head. Victor collapses and is rushed to the hospital. His condition is critical. Li is heartbroken and hopeless. Mr. Han keeps calling him, but Li doesn't answer. When Li gets home, he finds Mr. Han waiting there. Together, they visit Victor in the hospital. Mr. Han agrees, they need to help Victor pay back the gang's money. The only way is for Li to fight in the 5 Boroughs competition and win. But there's a problem, Mr. Han is a kung fu master, not a karate master. How will he train in both? The next morning, Mr. Han travels to California to meet Sensei Daniel LaRusso. He asks Daniel to come to New York to help train Li. Back in New York, Li begins training with both masters. Mr. Han teaches him kung fu, Daniel teaches him karate. Li asks them to help him master the dragon kick. He explains that he once tried it against Conor, but Conor blocked it. Daniel and Mr. Han show him a new way to use the dragon kick, one that Conor will not expect. Meanwhile, Conor is also training hard, day and night. He wants to win at any cost, his goal is to fight to injure. The day of the competition arrives. The selections begin, and Li is among the best fighters. Conor also dominates his matches. It all comes down to the final, Li Fong vs Conor Day. Li's mother is in the crowd, watching. The rules are simple, the first to score 8 points wins. The fight is intense, with the crowd shouting and cheering. The score reaches 7-7. Then, Li is knocked down. Conor thinks he has already won. But Li's mother calls out to her son, encouraging him not to give up. Li remembers his brother, Victor, Mia, and his 2 senseis. He gets up. Li leaps into the air, spinning for the dragon kick. Conor sees it coming and prepares to block, just like before. But this time, Li uses the new method Daniel and Mr. Han taught him. He strikes Conor hard in the chest. Conor falls. Li scores the winning point. Li Fong is the champion of the 5 boroughs. Everyone is overjoyed. Daniel returns to California, but before leaving, he meets Johnny from Cobra Kai. They share a friendly moment. And that is the end of Karate Kid Legends. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe for more epic movie recaps. Your support means the world, and it helps us keep bringing you more great stories like this one.